Hi everyone, today I've been asked how do I contest a will? And that's a really interesting question because there are two ways you can actually contest a will. The first way is to actually challenge the validity of the will, which basically means that that the person hasn't had capacity to be able to draft the will. So let's say they were old age and had dementia or something like that. Or that it wasn't signed up properly, or someone's tampered with it, or the will has been altered in any way, any certain way. Now that's the first way, and that's usually if you're going to contest, that would be when you go into the probate sector. So you put the will in to prove that it is valid, and if you were going to contest, you would say, I'm disputing the validity of the will at that time. The second way, which you might actually understand as contesting a will more often, is actually by doing what we call a family provision claim. So that is when you say, the will's valid, that's fine, however, I don't agree with what's happened, and as a result, I want more money for me, or I want it divided up in a different way. In order to do that, you've got to go through and be an eligible person, and you've got to be, for instance, if you're an adult child, you've got to still be a dependent child, or maybe you're a spouse or something like that, someone who has actually relied upon the person. And that's where you actually would file an application in the courts and run through that whole gambit of putting your case before a judge and having that judge decide whether you should be entitled to more of the estate or not. So those are two ways that you can contest a will. If you actually are thinking about this, if a will is being contested, or you're actually contemplating seeking out further funds from the estate, then by all means talk to a lawyer, because there's a lot more involved in that process. Hope that's been helpful, and I'll see you next time.